Hey guys, welcome to Maths with Esomnofo. In this video, we are going to learn how to solve quadratic equation by factorization method. In this factorization, we understand how to solve when the leading coefficient is more than 1. Here I have 2. So the first thing you do when you have 2x squared minus 9x minus 5 is equal to 0 is just to multiply the leading coefficient to the last term. The leading coefficient is 2, the last term is minus 5. And 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. So this is the first step to do. Then the next thing to do is just to think of two numbers that multiplies themselves to get this minus 10. But if you add them together, you get the middle term, minus 9. So we are considering the factors of minus 10. This can be minus 1 times 10 gives minus 10. And minus 1 plus minus 10 gives 9. This is not what we want because here we have minus 9. But if you try 1 times minus 10 gives minus 10, and 1 plus minus 10 gives minus 9. So this is the perfect factor we are going to use. We use this to expand the middle term. So we have it as 2x squared. So since we have minus 1, 9, we can now use minus 10, which is the factor of x, then plus x, because minus 10x plus x is minus 9, nothing changed, minus 5 is equal to 0. The next thing we do is just to group. So we pair the two terms, the first two terms and the last two terms. This becomes a pair. What is common between these two terms, 2x squared minus 10x? We are going to factor it out. So you can see that we can divide 2x squared by 2x, and we can divide 10 minus 10x by 2x. So we factor out 2x. If you factor out 2x, you are left with common term x. Then if you factor 2x here, you can see that you are having minus 5. Because 2x times x will give you 2x squared. 2x times minus 5 will give you minus 10x. Then here we can just, since we are looking at this, we can just factor out 1. Anything multiplied by 1 is still the same thing. We have x minus 5 and the 0. At this stage, you can now see that these two brackets are the same, x minus 5, x minus 5. We can now form a new bracket with these two terms that multiply them, which is 2x plus 1 in a bracket into, then we'll multiply it with the common bracket x minus 5, picking 1 equal to 0. So when two things multiplies to give 0, that means one of them is 0 or both of them are zeros. In each case, we check the term that will make the first one to be 0. X plus 1 is 0. So here, we can now make x the subject formula by minusing 1 from both sides. So you have 2x is equal to minus 1. Then x has a coefficient of 2. So we just have to divide through by 2 and divide by 2. If you divide by 2, x is equal to minus half. Here, the first solution is that x is minus half. Then for the second solution, x minus 5 is equal to 0. You just have to add 5 to both sides. If you add 5 to both sides, you see that x is equal to 5. So x is actually 5 here, and x is actually minus 1 over 2. If you find this video interesting, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing for more content like this. Bye.